All right, well, let's grab a cold soda before we get on the road. Nice and chilled. Hello fellow fishers and welcome to the channel. It's me, David. Yes, I'm in southern Maryland, even though with all this snow on the ground you wouldn't think so. Today is January 13th. A week ago we got doused with snow. I don't know, somewhere around 8-9 inches of snow. More snow that we've actually had in quite a few years. I'm not exactly sure how much snow we got because I measure snow a little differently. It's made it hard to get out here and to try to go fishing. In fact, if you look right here, that's the pond here at Calvert Cliff State Park. It's completely iced over. I don't know enough about ice fishing to make sure I would be safe if I were to go out there, so I'm not going to try. When I post videos here to YouTube, I like to do so that you, the viewers, can see the trends. What's biting, what I'm using, all kinds of things like that. A day like today, really can't do that. I've been scrolling through YouTube a little bit as I've been sitting in the house with all the snow, and I've seen that some other channels that I like to watch have basically done some reflections on the past year. In fact, a YouTube friend, I'll say, in Chesapeake, Chris, actually did a really nice one. You can go and check him out. Me, I might do it a little differently. If you're older like myself, mid-50s, you may remember back in the 70s and 80s, your favorite sitcom would every once in a while put out what was called a clip show. A little montage of clips that were the best highlights of the year, or maybe of that season, maybe even of the series itself. I don't know, it's just kind of a different way to do it. And that's what I thought I would do. I'm going to show you a couple areas that I like to fish. Again, this is the pond at Calvert Cliffs. But I'm also going to reminisce. I'm going to go back and look at some of those fish that I really enjoyed. I've told you before, I'm a nerd. I've got a spreadsheet back at the house on the Mac. It told me that for 2024, I caught just under 1,300 fish. Yeah, I count fish. More though, those 1,300 fish were of 38 different species of fish, 6 of which were new to me. So my clip show for you is going to be reminiscing about those new species that I caught. That first new species that I caught, the weather was considerably different than what it is right here. I actually was down in Florida on spring break, my last year of teaching, and I was able to find a retention pond where we were staying, and I caught this peacock bass. Everybody who I talked to said if I want to catch peacock bass, I need to get some shiners. Well, we're gonna find out if they work today. Today's pretty much my last day really to fish around here, I think. So I've got a dozen. Let's see if we can catch something. There we go. That's one. Val! I gotta let my wife know that it's here. I want a picture of you, buddy. Yes, I do. You're coming ashore now. Yes. Yes. A gorgeous peacock bass. All right. Got him?
I got him.
Take one horizontal, please.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna let him go. It's a male because you can tell by the bump on his head. And oh my gosh, he's tearing my thumb up. That peacock bass is actually one of the only fish that I still have a picture of on my phone. You're going to find out a little trend as you're watching this video. Again, I got 6 new species. First one down there in Florida, but you're going to notice a trend. And I want you to see if you can figure it out by the time we get to the end of the video. New species number 2. Weather was kind of cooler. Not quite as cold as this. Wind was blowing some, but I wasn't here on Southern Maryland. I was over in Ocean City. I had taken a couple of days to head over to Ocean City, and while there I was catching a couple fish here and there. My wife, who follows the Maryland Department of Fisheries on Facebook, actually sent me a little message saying, hey, Facebook says that people are catching fish down at the inlet in Ocean City. You're down there, why don't you give it a try? I have a tendency to, whenever my wife suggests I go fishing or to a particular place, I usually go because for some reason I usually catch things. So the new species number 2 was this tog or tautog at the inlet in Ocean City. Check it out. All right, fellow fishers, I'm about to try something I've never tried before. I'm going to try fishing the inlet here in Ocean City because I've seen reports that they're catching tog. Never caught a tog before. I've got a couple of rods with me. I'm going to give it a try. I've got some shrimp. Hopefully we'll get some bites. Tog are a species that are going to be in and around the jetties and everything, so I'm not going to be casting way out. If you look out there, you can see that the current is moving pretty quickly. I'm going to be casting close to the jetty. I've got a 1 ounce pyramid sinker. I don't know if that's going to be enough. We'll find out. A circle hook with a little bead, and I'm going to put a piece of shrimp on it. Hopefully that's going to get me a bite today. I got hit, I thought. Earl, come on. Yeah, there's a fish on there. There's a fish on there. Come on, get up here. Get up here. Get up here. Get up here. That's a tog. That's a tog. All right. Never caught one before. That's awesome. That's awesome. Right there in the corner of the mouth. We gotta get pictures of you, buddy. (14, 15 inches). New species. All right, buddy, we're gonna let you go. Nice and slippery, but still not safe to launch here. I've come to a second spot that I really enjoy fishing here in southern Maryland, down in the southern part of Calvert County. In fact, as I walk up on this pier, I'd say that there's probably a good 7 or 8 inches of snow on top of it. But new species number 3 was caught only a couple miles from here in another lake in this same area, and that was this common carp. Probably the biggest fish I've ever hooked and tried to land on my kayak. Come on up here, come on up, come on up, come on up. Come on up, 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 come on up. Come on up. 10-pound test, main line, 8-pound monofilament, 16th ounce jig, 2-inch bait. Has hooked me into something pretty nice. About 3 feet from the shoreline where I can stand up, I think. Don't let go of the rod. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Put that up there so I can maybe measure him, I don't know. I wish, actually my scale's in the car. I can run back to the car and get it, but I don't want to lose him. Come here. I'm not putting the rod in the rod holder because I don't have my rod leashes. That is a huge carp. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Oh my gosh, you're freaking huge. Huge. Ultralight carp. Ultralight carp. Oh my gosh. That's the bait that was in that fish's mouth. Nice 25, 26 inch common carp. It's time to let you go. You good? Huh? You good? That carp was the first fish and only fish that I caught here in southern Maryland that was new to me. I'm hoping you're seeing a trend as we move along. That was May. Went about fishing in June. Retired, thoroughly enjoying it. I highly recommend it if you can do so. But then my wife and I, we traveled over to Germany to spend some time with our youngest son, who actually turned 24 yesterday. So happy birthday, Derek. Came home, went down to Florida to visit our oldest son, and spent some time on the eastern coast of Florida in New Smyrna Beach, where I did a little surf fishing, and I caught this Irish mohair. Come on, what are you? Don't be a catfish, be something else. Actually, I'm not sure. Gonna have to look it up. At first I thought it was a pompano, but I don't think so. All right, here we go, bud. All right, that means I have to look it up when I get back to the place, because that one I've never caught before. That wasn't a pompano. Gonna have to find out. New species number 1, peacock bass, down in Weston, Florida. Species number 2, new species number 2, the tautog over in Ocean City, Maryland. Species number 3, common carp, caught right here in Lusby. Species number 4, the Irish mohair, caught down in Florida, again in New Smyrna Beach. You seeing a trend yet? Got 2 more to go. Let's see. I couldn't imagine it. So I've come to St. Mary's Lake for the last 2 fish. As you can see, the ramp down to the launch, pretty dicey right now. Almost slipped right there. You can see that people have been coming out. If you look closely, we'll set it again. If you look closely, you can see that at least one boat went out in the ice, but not me. Again, err on the side of caution. Most important part of every fishing trip is coming home to be able to talk about it. St. Mary's Lake, as you can see, pretty much the entire thing has ice on it. Wasn't like that at the beginning of the current school year. Again, I retired this year, so first day of school, I was visiting my sister down in Ocean City, Maryland, and I caught this northern sea robin. That's got a fish. Oh, that's another new species. I haven't caught one of those before. A little sea robin. Got a picture of you over here. Yeah, a little sea rock. There we go. Look at those little things. That's a pretty wild looking fish. Okay, there you go, buddy. Back in the water. So that's 5 of the 6 new species that I caught this season. The last one was actually Christmas Day. Down in Florida, had some time fishing along the causeway leading to Indian Rocks Beach, and I caught this Caesar grunt. Let's put it back out there. It's a circle hook, don't have to jerk. Here under the bridge, and we've got something. It's small though. What have we got? That's a little grunt. That's a little grunt. I hear you, buddy. So, were you able to pick up on the trend? 5 of the 6 new species that I caught were not within the watershed of the Chesapeake Bay, my home waters. Sometimes you just got to do it. You got to travel outside your normal area to be able to catch something new. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I actually had a lot of fun looking back and seeing how I did so. And I'm hoping you enjoyed it. Did you enjoy clip shows when they were on? When you were watching TV, did you actually see a clip show come on and go, oh yeah, I remember that one, and everything, and enjoy it? If you did, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments and give it a thumbs up. Hopefully, you're going to join me for 2025 as I still try to catch some more fish here in Southern Maryland as well as other places where I go and visit. But until next time, tight lines. Even though it's only a clip show, still got to pick up other people's litter.